Hi everyone, welcome back to Barring on a Budget. Last week we were looking at tipsy bartender recipes. We were making drinks for the 4th of July, and this time we're actually going to be making drinks for Halloween, which is my all-time favorite, so I'm very, very excited. Today we are going to be making the Margarita, Drunken Dirt and Worms, and the Ghoulish Shooters. So there's a lot of dairy involved with these, so I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. But yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna link recipes at the bottom after down in the bio, so if you want to go and make the original, that's fine. I'm definitely gonna be tweaking mine just because of what's available actually in stores, what's realistic. I decided to stop using my shaker because not a lot of people have those, so I'm gonna be mixing everything with spoons. I have plastic spoons. It's very, very realistic. It's very on brand with, you know, hopefully the people who are watching this. So hopefully you can see it's that whether or not these drinks are user friendly. All right, the first drink that we have on deck is the Margarita. This is a pretty basic margarita. It's literally just margarita mix tequila, except it does have melon liqueur in it, which I didn't realize would be common, but it was. But as for the drink itself, this is beautiful, very, very Halloween. I'm definitely getting Halloween vibes, and we'll see how it tastes. This is not bad. This is pretty good. 10 out of 10 would recommend this one. It looks very Halloween. You can put like little like gummy eyes or whatever in there to make it like extra fancy, but I decided not to garnish my drinks for these videos just because it's a lot of extra steps, and who actually takes the time to garnish if you're drinking at your house? Probably nobody. As you may have seen, I did stir with a spoon. It does call to shake it with ice. If you have a shaker, go ahead. If you want to take it on the rocks, go ahead, but I have one ice tray, so therefore I am not going to be using all of my ice on all of these drinks. So room temperature, it's pretty good. Definitely, I really like it. The melon really comes out. Otherwise, it's a pretty basic margarita, so definitely would recommend this one. And we are on to the next, which is the Drunken Dirt and Worms. Okay, we're just gonna talk about this one, I think. I just gave it some mixing, but this is what I have. This one, awesome idea, terrible execution. Great in theory, maybe it's just me, maybe it's not, but this is literally soup. Maybe I just didn't use the right box of pudding, maybe I have to mix it more, but my bowl, I anticipated this size being enough because I'm one person. I didn't realize that they were that this was going to be like a mass production, like you're making a batch of this and then it can literally get 1,700 people drunk because it's so gigantic of a serving. Yeah, this one's gonna have to be a 0 out of 10 from me. It has a lot of stuff in it. I'm sure it would be really, really delicious actually. However, it calls for a lot of odd things, like I had to go out and buy chocolate pudding for this. You have to put Oreos in it, so it required a little bit of prep. I had to mash up all the Oreos in order to put them in the drink, so pretty high maintenance. The flavors would seem to get along really well, but honestly it's such a mess in execution that I would give this one a 0 out of 10. Definitely don't try it. It sounds really good, but it is a wreck. This is disgusting. It's really gross, actually. I'm just gonna get rid of this. But if you do decide to make it, I would have topped it with more Oreo cookies, some chocolate syrup, and some whipped cream. So I think that it would have tasted really, really good. Would have been a nice, like, casual eating sort of situation, which I actually would probably like to avoid. Also, there's a ton of dairy in it, and some people don't do great with dairy, so take that into consideration. It takes a lot of milk. I'm out of milk now, thanks to that one. But regardless, we are on to the next, which is going to be the ghoulish shooters, and I don't usually like shots, so we'll see how this goes. It also takes a little bit of layering, and usually that doesn't work. This recipe does call for a shot glass. I don't have any clear shot glasses, as you know. I just have my little pink guy here, but I do have these clear rocks glasses that I will try to make it out of because it takes a little bit of decoration. I'm going to do my best, but it's not going to go well, but we'll see. Let's talk about this one. We have another, I don't know if it's going to be a failure yet because I haven't tried it. I just splashed the chocolate syrup down the bottom. You were actually supposed to make like a ghost face in a shot glass, which would have been really, really cute, but I thought that the recipe would make for a shot, not literally an entire rocks glass. So that recipe definitely is for a bigger batch, so you make like, you know, probably like 4 or 5 shots at once. I wish that I knew that, otherwise I would have started with a bigger cup and I would have decorated accordingly. This recipe also does call for chocolate vodka, which I couldn't find, so I just used some butterscotch schnapps. I thought that it would taste good. And it does call for a splash of half and half, which I did not have room in the glass for. I was actually just barely able to finish the last of my peppermint schnapps for the one shot, so we'll see how it tastes, but I had to tweak this one a lot, and I think that this is going to be really strong. I mean, it's supposed to be a shot, so I know it's strong, but I don't know about this one. Okay, so with the ghost face, I think the ghost face would have been super, super cute if I was able to do it. And you're supposed to top it with whipped cream, which I also think would be really, really fantastic. It's pretty thick and very like opaque. It's very viscous. So that throws me off a little bit, but for some people, I'm sure it would be really good. It's super, super creamy. The butterscotch was definitely a fantastic call. I would definitely recommend using butterscotch schnapps in place of chocolate vodka. I don't know how good it tastes with the chocolate vodka, but it tastes pretty damn good with the peppermint or with the butterscotch schnapps. So 10 out of 10 would recommend that one. I would probably make this. I would definitely drink it as a shot, not a whole filled to the brim rocks glass, but that's okay. That's what I'm gonna do today. That's okay too. So thank you for tuning in for Halloween. My second video ever. I appreciate you if you're with me thus far. Please do me a huge favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share, interact with this video. You would be doing me a huge, huge, huge favor. And again, the original recipes of all credit goes to Tipsy Bartender, of course. but my recipes will be linked below the original recipes. You can just take note of how I changed it. You can change it if you want to, you don't have to. Whatever you want to do, your drink is your drink. But moral of the story, margarita, goulash shooters, very, very delicious. The dirt and worms, big flop, unfortunately. But yeah, stay tuned for next time. We're going to take another holiday.